My dear people of Equatoria and South Sudan, my greetings to you all. My name is Hakim Dario, Chair of Equatoria People's Alliance. Equatoria People's Alliance, EPA, would like to share this brief podcast with you all on why our country's economy is falling apart, why our country's economy is collapsing as people go without salaries for 6 months or more to a year. The podcast title is Shooting to Kill the Economy of Our Country. Thank you for listening. But first, I must say the SPLM, SPLA has failed for the last more than a decade, has failed to transform the SPLM to become a political institution, an organization that is fit for purpose in South Sudan as a democracy. Likewise, the SPLA has failed to transform to become a professional army for the defense of the country. So it has failed to become a fit for purpose military force. The revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan has failed to be implemented by the SPLM, SPLA, whether the generals or by the political wing of the SPLM in government and SPLM in opposition. So, but the key reason why our country has failed today goes back to SPLA and SPLM. It's the reason why the country has failed. It's the reason why the economy of the country has failed. The SPLA generals have been shooting to kill the economy for the longest time since 2006 when the killing spree started. All these generals knew is shooting to kill and to kill the economy with intent. And they found the economy defenseless. In its highest organized form, they invented and deployed the National Security Service to shoot and kill both the economy and the people. You all know about the unknown gunmen who have devastated the country, terrorized the people, and killed with impunity. So, but all along, their intention has been to kill the economy and the people with it. The NSS overrun and occupied the Nile pit and weaponized it wholly to put it in the hands of relatives of generals and NSS security operatives. The SSPDF deployed its generals to shoot and kill the economy without mercy, as the generals allocate and approve to themselves privileges for medical benefits according to seniority, starting at 150,000 US dollars for lieutenant general down to a major general. This organized shooting to kill has permeated all sectors of the economy as general becomes the byword for business, for trade, for security, and political leverage. While Salva Kiir sat at its apex, shooting to kill from J1 deployment post, awarding contracts to people within his circle of relatives and cohorts. Not to forget about RIAC as well. RIAC is shooting to kill the economy from his family post in line with generals, of which he is one, are doing to the country and its economy. The collateral and the scrums that are falling off the table are shared between appointed MPs who are shooting to kill the economy at the piper's bidding and behest in medical benefits awarded 15,000 US dollars apiece. So for over a decade, since 2011, after we became an independent country, the shoot to kill the economy without mercy has been the standing policy, which attracted fortune seekers and facilitators to maximize and tax profits in this free-for-all generals-only economy. This is a generals-only economy that South Sudan has become. Now that the generals have raided and killed every sector of the economy, nothing is left to beget more money. The economy has finally died. And the generals have no idea what to do next. They are not going anywhere themselves still. But they have known only to shoot and kill at the speed of their thoughts, wherever there is an opportunity to kill the economy. That's all they ever knew. Impunity, massacre of the economy, mercilessly, and personalizing it. The state or the republic is an inconsequential joke. We have arrived at the failed republic, that bureaucratic. That is where we are now. It's a failed state. There are no functional institutions. There is dysfunction everywhere, and people are without salaries for 6 months to over a year. And the generals operate with impunity, and the country is dead. None of the institutions are working. The revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict has not been implemented. The RT-GONO has failed. They have extended themselves in power for 24 months. It didn't work. And now they are at loggerheads. The revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan has become the will of the people in the eyes of the signatories to the revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan. The country, the people do not matter. To them, what matters is the revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan. So they have arrogated to themselves the will of the people, that the revitalized access for resolution of conflict in South Sudan has become all and everything. And that's why the country has failed. It has not been implemented, and they are now at loggerheads, intent on going ahead with sham and rigged elections, and contemplating even a further 20 months, 24 months, another 24 months extension. So that's the reason why the economy has failed, because of these generals who have gone on to kill our economy over the years, and we have now seen the results of this, which is a failed state. The people, at the end of the day, it's the people. This country exists because of the people, not because of these generals, not because of the revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan. Sovereignty inheres in you, the people. Sovereignty inheres in you, not in revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan. Sovereignty inheres in you, the people of Equatoria, the people of Upper Nile, the people of Bahr al-Ghazal. We have got to put an end to this revitalized agreement for resolution of conflict in South Sudan, that it has failed to be implemented. that sovereignty inheres in you, the people, and you should have the final say on how this country should be configured and how the state could be reconstituted. So thank you very much for listening. This is one of many podcasts that will be shared with you over the next few weeks and months. Thank you.